Good morning. Today's Medical Astrology Daily. Why do I call these medical astrologies? Well, if you look at this board, you can see that we have Pluto, we have Taurus, and we have a number 8 for strength and infinity. And the 8th house is considered the house of mystery, for which we have been in a series of things due to eclipses and transits, of course, because as things go, we're like gears that turn, and as gears turn and unlock, it creates movement and movement for what? A higher process, probably a process we've all agreed upon. So you see this, and what we have right now, Pluto currently is 26 degrees, 28 minutes, which means it's going to be 8 and 10. So it's in a position of strength right now to bring something in partnership that has been strong in the past. The way that they convince us nothing in our system is going wrong, that it is us that has the issue, that's breaking down right now, and that we're all starting to come at this and question what it is they're saying and why they're saying it, because it is in retrograde. So it's like we're being scraped back over the hot coals of life. And I'm going, all right, here we go. We got something back. I don't know why this keeps going away. I'm having technical difficulties today, and I'm certain it's just me. But, we do have Mars, that huge transit, Mars in Gemini, which is going to be information technology, how we go about putting information out. And as you all know, I've been having a heck of a time with my whole thing with Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. I can't go live. Everything I put out is kind of held back and monitored, and I'm sure that they're doing it for a reason, for which they don't care to share with me for some odd reason. And so that, what is that? Well, for me, it's Venus 22 degrees in Leo, where 1 minute in the 5th house, where it's a lot of drama, right? It's a lot of drama. And for me, again, 8th house, where that's where my Leo actually lives, is in the 8th house, where I have Venus kind of over and over again in some ways, because I have Venus conjunct Pluto in a stellium, and the final planet in that whole process happens to be Pluto, which it's in its own 8th house, which that is the marks of having throat cancer. So at any rate, and a throat cancer that's mysterious and very difficult to diagnose. But we're looking at today's board. And so the foundation of this is really going to go back to those eclipses, where we are really seeing the back and forth. And I'm expecting some kind of truths to come forward, because we're kind of in an air decan, at least I'm in an air decan right now, where the things that are coming out are basically about air thoughts, things we think of, talk about, breakthroughs, right? You might have a breakthrough. You might have relationships that are in breakdown that might repair. You don't know. You can't really say for sure. And as astrologers, we don't have all the answers. But Moon being in Libra, 3 degrees, where we are questioning collaboration and partnerships, what we've had with the system in the past, which is 46 minutes, which in the 7th house, again, putting us back to Libra. And it's a completion process, which is going to lead to something new. Then we got Sun in Virgo, 6 degrees, about family, 20 minutes, strength or lack thereof of partnerships, questioning those connections and partnerships and the details. Uranus in Taurus, 18 degrees, 54 minutes. So we're talking a 9 and 9, master numbers in the 2nd house. We have Mars square Sun. Now, I'm going to tell you something that I had done a little bit of research on. When we have earthquakes, we have a configuration much like what we see today, where you've got the Mars square Sun, you have Uranus in Taurus, 9 for humanity. Now, whether or not we have an earthquake, I don't know. Could we have some other natural disaster? Of course we could. But one of the things that I do know for sure is, as above, so below, as within, so without. We are a reflective process. We're a reflective people. And one of our biggest issues right now, as I see it, is that we fail to understand that when we feel something or we're angry with someone, we see it as being their fault, them. But right now it's saying, look deeply, because this is an opportunity for you to heal yourself and your ancestral wounds. And in doing so, heal yourself, know the universe. By healing yourself in this sense, dis-ease can be resolved. And really, I'm going to tell you something that's kind of crazy, but there's really only two diseases. It's called yin and yang, okay? One of them is male and one of them is female. Some of it is internal versus external mechanical. We really only suffer from two major things, which we've been taught to break down into so many things that we're so confused. We don't know what good health is. And I don't think that that was done for anything short of being on purpose. And one of the things, again, we're all kind of seeing is this hidden truth being dug up through this eclipse process, Taurus and Scorpio, with that quincunx opening and closing to Scorpio. Go look at your charts. Ask an astrologer. You will see each one of us in one way or another has this particular quincunx, opening or closing, regardless of how close or not close the orbs are. It is there in some form or fashion. And with that, thank you so much for joining me here today. Please do hit the like, share, and subscribe. And remember that if you want to see my material without a lot of hassle, that subscribing to me will end a lot of your dilemma, or following me, however it all works. But I am kind of really shadow banned, and I'm probably banned for a reason, because maybe what I say bothers them. So all the more reason you might want to listen. And thank you so much for joining me.